Hey friends, welcome back. Now we are going to continue our MERN stack series. This is our e-commerce project. In this video, we are going to improve our previous video code. In the previous video, we have worked on admin authentication. We have created actions. We have created reducer so we can make admin logged in within the application. Okay, so let's improve our code. Let's work on the layout of our application. Okay, so let's start here. So here is our VS Code with our admin application project. Here is our SRC folder and I'm already running my application. You can see this is one terminal where I'm running my front-end application, and this is my another terminal where I'm running my back-end application. Okay, so it's running on port 2000. Database is also connected, and here it is, the front-end application. Okay, so now let's go and in your browser, and here you can see we already have admin dashboard, and I think it is signed in user already because the token is saved in our local storage, right? So let's try to navigate to the sign in, and you can see we return back to the admin dashboard. Okay, so few things we are going to correct. Let's refresh this page. Okay, and if you are trying to navigate to the sign in page, for the moment or for few seconds you are seeing the login page, and then you are returned back to the welcome admin dashboard. Let me show you again. So let's refresh it and let's sign in, and yeah, this happened, right? So you can see like login success. So there are a few things. We also need to create a Signout API. I haven't created any Signout API. We will do in the next video, but let's finish our front-end code of authentication and layout in this video. Okay, so let's open our VS Code, and you can see here is our containers folder, and here is our sign-in folder. Here is our index.js file. For the authentication, for the logged in check, like user is logged in or not, we have created a use effect hooks, and within use effect we are checking is user authenticated or not. If not, then we are checking is token exists in the local storage or not. If exists, then we have to make the user logged in, but there is a chance token may be old, it is like already expired. So for that we will write an API. Okay, so we'll verify that for the user, like user is logged in or not. If logged in, then we can send this user back to the dashboard application. Okay, so here in this case I have added this check. What we have to do, we have to add the same check in sign up, and if we create more pages like that, then we have to add that check everywhere, like every new page or container we have to add the check. So I think that's very against the principle of try. We may end up like repeating our code again and again, right? So let me show you how we can solve this problem. So where is our paint application? Here. So let's, right now what we have a component, a root component that is nothing but app.js. You can say here it's app.js, so that's a root component. And we have right now three more page level, or you can say the containers. So that's fun. First one is like you can say the home page, and second one you can say sign in, right? So here it is, sign in, and here we have one more component, that is sign up, right? So there we have sign up, right? So sign in, sign up, and this is app.js. Here we have our router. So I'm also going to write my router. So here in this component we have, this is our root component, and here we have our router. So with the help of router we are able to navigate to the home page, right? We are able to navigate to the sign in page and also to the sign up page, right? Now if I want to check for this sign in and sign up page, like user is logged in, then we have to send the user from sign in to this home page. If user is logged in, then again we have to send, if he will try to navigate to the sign up page, then I have to send him back to the home page if he is logged in, right? So this is the current scenario. And for the pages like where user needs to be logged in, we have private route. So there we are checking, right? So what is happening here? So here we have our router, and here we have written a restriction. We have added a restriction. We have use effect, right? We have use effect to check like user is logged in or not with the help of local storage, right? So instead of writing use effect and authentication check in the assign in component or sign up component or any other component, we can write that logic in our root component. So like every we are rendering all the home pages, sign in, sign up, every page from this root component, right? So we can write our logic in this root component, and the advantage you can see right now here, this is our application, right? So let's reload this application, and we are in our admin dashboard because we are a logged in user. But if you check your store, let's say if you check your store auth, and you can see token is null. Why? Because we have added that check in sign in only. So when we are saying user is not logged in, then we are dispatching that is user logged in action, and with the help of that we are again restoring the information from the local storage to the store. But that thing is not happening in this admin dashboard. So what we have to do, we have to again get this logic. We have to take this logic from here, copy this and paste in our home index dot sign in page. So it will work here, right? So instead of writing this use effect every component like home, sign in, sign up and other components, what I explained to you, we are going to write that use effect logic in our router component. Okay, so let's go and let's remove from here, save, and here is our app.js file, right? So here we have our logic of navigating sign in and sign up page, right? So let's take this router out from here, save your code, so it takes a function which takes an argument state, and from the state we can take any value, right? State.auth. Now let's remove from assign. So we don't need this. What we don't need? We need this auth, right? We don't need is user logged in function here. So let's remove it from here, and that's it. Save, and okay, fine. Now let's go to the app.js here, and here you can see. So this is our like component mount, right? So let's format your document. Now let's see things are working or not. So here you can see, so is user logged in is not defined. So let's get it from the, let's take it from the action, import from, we'll say, so it is actually actions, that's it. And here we are going to say is user logged in. Go to your application and okay, fine. Now let's reload your application and let's now check the store value. Okay, so here you can see get state auth, and we have our token, right? Now let's click on sign in, and you can see it is not navigating to the login and then return back to the admin dashboard. Okay, so this is somehow we have corrected it. So now let's check sign up, and we are able to navigate to the sign up. So let's add that auth check. So that's what we have to do only. We don't need to add a use effect, right? So this is our sign in page, and now let's copy this if condition and paste in your sign up page, right? So this is sign up page, and here we are going to paste it, right? Okay, now format your document. This is what we have created, right? Now let's refresh, and you can see auth and redirect is not defined actually. So let's navigate redirect first let's take out redirect from the react-router tom, and we'll say redirect and auth also, right? Const auth equals to, we'll say use selector, and here we are going to say state auth dot state, right? Sorry, it's state dot auth, my mistake. Save, and now also import use selector, right? React-redux. Oh, and now let's see. Okay, so now let's sign up, and now it's perfect. Sign in, perfect. Sign up, so we are logged in, right? Admin dashboard. So let's go and say get bootstrap. Bootstrap is fine. Bootstrap, and here we have a couple of examples, you can see, right? So we are going to take help from this, and here you can see a couple of examples. So this is what I'm thinking to replace my existing sign in and sign up form. Okay, we'll do that, and something I have over here. So this looks more like a dashboard. Okay, so this is one example available, and you can get this code totally just free. You can just do control U, and you can get the source code. You can see everything is available here. You can use it like that. So I'm not actually taking it. I want just sidebar, so I can create it. It's not a big deal, right? So let's I have just given you the hint. If you want, you can take, right? So let me create a sidebar. It is not going to take a lot of time. It's a simple one, right? So here we have our home index.js file, and now let's comment your jumbotron for the moment because we don't need. Save, and here we have our admin dashboard blank. So let's add a row first. So you can see here we have got a sidebar with container, right? And we have also got this scroll bar that is not right. Okay, so now let's go, and here we have a row, and hopefully I'm missing a container. So we'll say container, and now let's add this row column inside this container. Save, and the problem of horizontal scroll bar is solved, right? And we have also got space from right side as well as from the left side. So I want a fluid right now here, so I'll say fluid, and it is again from their perfect position, right? And also I want this header. You can see this is not looking nice with this example, so let's add a header. Let's make your header fluid again. So you can go components, header, index.js, and here you can see container, and you can say fluid. Okay, so it will be like that. Now this is fine. Okay, now let's go to your container again, index, and here we are creating our sidebar, right? So let's add a column, and let's add a class, that is class name equals to sidebar. Save, and create a style sheet for your home. So we'll say style.css, and here we have a style sheet. Now here I'm going to say sidebar, and position is going to be fixed. Okay, top 0, bottom 0, left 0, background color I will say some kind of gray color. Okay, so here the changes. Okay, now let's add this style sheet in your home component. So let's add it. Import, we'll say style.css. Okay, now let's add this semicolon over here, also the semicolon over here, and you can see, so this is our sidebar and this is our container. So because of position fixed, you can see the container is actually ignoring this sidebar because the position is fixed, right? So I'll fix that. Okay, so here we have container and I'm going to say style, we'll say margin left, that is going to be auto. Okay, so it will shift the element from the left side, and you can see we have got our container back. Now let's add padding for the sidebar. So let's go style.css, and here we are going to say padding hyphen top, let's say 60 pixel, and you can see this is 60 pixel is here, right? And also let's hide this top position before this header, right? So we'll just inspect this part and you can see over here what we have, and the sidebar, let's go to your nav, and here I'm going to say z index, let's say 1. Cool. So z index 1, and I'm able to access this as well as this, right? So this is fine, z index 1 will work, right? So let's go your header again, index.js, and here is your nav bar, and here I'm going to say style z index 1. Okay, now let's go and check everything looks fine, right? So this is we have sidebar, we have our container over here, right? Now let's close this, and now let's remove this sign in and sign up, and also add a style for this sidebar, so it will look more like a sidebar, right? So let's go and style.css, and here you can say the box hyphen shadow inset from inside 0 0 10 pixel, we'll say gray, and you can see it is like that. So let's decrease it 5 pixel, and okay, let's 2 pixel. Okay, this is fine, right? So we have got a sidebar that is perfect in their position, and we have got a container, right? So we can add over here like products, orders, customers, or like admins, or we can also approve other admins from the admin dashboard, right? So if anyone wants to register as an admin, definitely that person needs permission of other admin, right? So that we can handle in dashboard, right? So here we have let's remove the sign in and sign up, and let's go to your header index.js file, and you can see we have here nav. So this is for the user who is not logged in, so he can sign in and sign up, right? Now let's create a function const render logged in links. Okay, so this is a function, right? So our code will look more perfect and nice, and it will be easily editable for others, right? So render logged in links, and we're going to say return, and now let's copy this nav, or actually cut it from here and paste over here. So this is for the like person who is, so this is for the logged in users, right? Now let's format your document, and this is looking more perfect. Now also create one more function that is for the non-logged in users. So render non-logged in links, right? Actually this should be here, right? So let's copy this, cut. So this is for non-logged in users, so the sign in and sign up is right, and format it. And here we are going to write for the logged in user. So logged in user like needs sign out option, right? So let's copy the same thing, and now let's remove this first one, and here I can say sign out, and instead of nav link, we don't need nav link, right? We need just a span is enough, right? Span, and we don't need two also because now it's a span, this is going to be like a button, so we can perform sign out action, right? So this is render logged in links, and this is render non-logged in links. Now let's import your auth again. Here auth equals to use selector, and you can say state.auth. Save. Now let's go down, and here we are going to render, right? So here we'll say auth.authenticate, right? True or false, like that. And here we are going to say render logged in links for the logged in users and render non-logged in links. Cool. Save. Now let's go, and use selector is not there, right? So here we have use selector. Let's import use selector from the React Redux. React-redux, and you can say use selector. Now let's render it, and you can see we have got a sign out option, right? You can also make your style cursor, so it is not it will be like a cursor, more like a sign out option, right? But later we will replace with a drop down with the like logged in username, and we will have a drop down and with sign out option. Okay, so this is sign out. Now let's create a function, create an action to sign out the user, right? So here we have our actions, auth actions, and let's create a simple logout. So now let's write action const, and we'll say sign out equals to, right? So what we can do here, we can like others, we can return async dispatch, and we can say local storage dot clear. So with this local storage dot clear, we can destroy that token from the local storage, right? But that's not enough. We have to write an API, then only we can sign out the user, because the token exists with some time, and then after that time token will be expired. So before that time, if you want to sign out, then we have to destroy token manually, and for that we have to write sign out API. So we'll do that later in the next video, in the coming videos, right? So local storage.clear, and we are going to dispatch the action. So here we are going to say let's create constant. So here we are going to say logout underscore request, copy, paste, and let's write in your action, and here you can say type auth constants dot logout request. That's it. Okay, so now let's go to your reducer, and you can see, where is reducer, auth reducer, and here we are going to write a new case, that is auth constants dot, we'll say logout request, and we will take the, after the logout, the data will be initial data, right? So we'll simply spread the initial state instead of the existing state, that is from here init state, so it will be like their original state, and break it, save. Okay, what we have here, containers. Now let's, here we have sign up, save, and you can see we have sign out. Now let's check in your console it's working or not. So console, clear console, and now let's sign out, and it is okay. So we have to also bind the function with this sign out, right? So let's go to your header again and index.js, and where is sign out, right? So here we have to write a function. So we'll say on click, we'll say log out instead of sign out, so we can create a different function, right? Const, and here we'll say log out, and here we'll import action, that is sign out. First we'll create the dispatch, that is use dispatch. Okay, now let's import. I don't know why my VS Code is not supporting it. it should import automatically. That's why I'm typing slow so I can see the import. Here is we have dispatch. Now let's dispatch it. Dispatch, and now let's import the action, that is sign out actually. And now it worked, sign out from the action folder, and let's call this function. Okay, save. Now let's go and let it reload first. Clean your console. Now sign out, and we are in our home page because sign out actually worked. So as you can see, this worked, right? Now let's check again. We'll say akshay@webscript.info, password something, and now let's submit. And you can see we are logged in after a couple of seconds because of obviously it's an API call, right? So we are in our dashboard page, admin dashboard. We have sidebar, container. Now let's sign out, and we are back to our sign in and sign up page. It worked. So in this period we will also call an API, right? And also I'm seeing this from the last couple of videos, found 2 elements with non-unique ID. It's because of our input. Now let's go and check your input container, that is input component. So that actually input, so that's inside the UI folder, and you can see we have something control ID. So let's remove this. That's it. That's actually not required. And you can see that error is no more available over here. So this is fine actually, no more error. This is totally cool. Now let's jump into the sign up process, and this is totally going to be the same like sign in process. So I'm going to do it a little faster. Okay, so let's first go to your auth actions.file and create an, let's copy your actions, that is here, log in. So let's copy this, copy, and now let's paste over here. And here we are going to create the constants. So here instead of using this auth constant, we are going to create a different export. So let's use export const, and we'll say register, or we'll simply say user constants, right? Now here we'll create a new action file that is for the user. So we'll say user.actions.js. So here we have a user.actions.js file. Now save, and we are going to create a new action. So let's paste over here, that is a sign up process, right? So for that we need auth constants also. Let's go auth actions, and you can take this two things from here and paste user actions here, right? Save, and in your index.js file, now let's export everything asterisk from, we'll say user actions, right? Save. Okay, so here we have our user actions. Now we have the message, and payload will simply say message, right? So it's a not login success, it's not auth constants. Here it is going to be user constants dot so user underscore register request, sorry, it's a success. And before this, we are going to say user user constants, user register success failure request. Okay, save, and here user register success message, and if it is fail then it will be constants dot user underscore register underscore failure, and we are going to get the message also for the failure, right? So it will be simply error, right? It will be error res dot data dot error, right? Save, and here we have got user. Now let's test this action, it's working or not. For that we are going to go to the sign up form. So here we have sign up index.js, and here we have our form. So let's write on Okay, so we are done with all the values, password, email, first name, last name, and everything, right? And we have also created the placeholders, state values for that. Now let's go and also write an action over here. And we have got a request failed with a status 400. Now let's check your network tab, and you can see the sign up is in red color. That is admin already registered. Oh, how? Okay, now let's try someone else. User, you can see the action user register request and user register success, and you can see the payload is message admin created successfully. So here our user created successfully, and we have got an error request failed with the status code 400. Okay, we'll see why this error came, and you can check with sign in. Okay, so after this process, let's sign in. Say dev@web script dot info and 6 submit, and you can see we are in our admin dashboard. Sign out. Let's see the behavior, like it's working well or not. Okay, now let's submit the request. And no error this time. Why that happened, I don't know exactly. But you see the register request got and it is successful. Now let's write our reducer to handle this process. Okay, so here is our reducer sign up, and here is auth reducer. So let's write case user. Sorry, we have to write a different reducer, right? We have created a different action. So reducer, and here we are going to say user dot reducer dot js, and here we are going to say user, and we'll say user reducer. Okay, and that's a user reducer. Sorry, let's remove this, and now let's import user reducer. So that's actually default export. You can name anything. We'll say, sorry, auth not, we'll say user reducer. And here you can say user reducer. Cool. So we have got a user reducer. Now let's go to your user reducer and create the initial state. Const will say init state. That's an object. You can write first name, last name, email, password, anything. Not password, message and all, right? So let's see error. So here we have got three different requests, success and failure we are handling over here, right? And we are done with that. Now let's go to your sign up page, and for the process when you are writing it, right? So here we have if authenticate is true, then it will navigate to the home page. Also we have to check if, and we have to import the user. Const will say user equals to use selector state, and here we're going to say state dot user, right? That's a reducer name, user, right? And here we're going to say user dot, you can give a better name. Okay, right now I have only thought of this. User dot loading. If loading is let's say true, then we'll return. You can return anything, loader, spinner, requesting, anything, right? So we'll say for now loading. That's it. And once loading is completed, now let's check it. Go to your browser and see, do we have error? A reducer user return undefined during initialization. Okay, so we forgot to return from the reducer. That's one of the most important thing, and here we forgot, right? So we'll say return, say state, and here we have our first name, last name, email and password. Now register someone. So let's say someone and say some at the rate and submit, and you can see loading we have got, and after the registration you can see success, we have got a message. You can check the store also, so get state, and you can see auth, we have a new value that is reducer, a user error null, loading false, message admin created successfully. Okay, so we can display the message also. So here you can see in your, where is that, here inside the container you can display a message. Here you can say user dot message, right? And you can see right now it will be empty because there is no message. Now let's make a request. So we'll say summer. Okay, we'll say summer @ info password, submit, loading, and you can see admin created successfully. You can manipulate the message, it's totally up to you. So guys, this is it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We'll continue in the next video. Bye bye.